McCraw, and this is my first ever YouTube video, and I'm kind of nervous, but I'm excited at the same time because I'm ready to get this started. I've always wanted to try to do YouTube. I've said it for a couple years, went back and forth, and I'm finally here. So, the purpose of this channel is to put a smile on your face. Smile right now, alright? Okay, cool. Now, while bringing immense value about health, wealth, love, and happiness.
Have I really made 100 YouTube videos already? Wow, 100 YouTube videos. Hey family, welcome back to my channel. My name is Matt. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning family member, thank you. Guys, remember to like, subscribe, turn on the post notifications. I very much appreciate every single one of you guys for watching, tuning, subscribing, liking, all that fun stuff. I'm very grateful for every single one of you guys, and I enjoy making these videos. So, without further ado, let's jump into this video. Wow, I can't believe I made it here, guys. This is my 101st YouTube video. Woohoo! Confetti falling, I'll put some cool graphic or something. Now, I have made 100 YouTube videos. This is kind of insane. Wow, so the next video I thought I'd do was what I learned after making 100 YouTube videos. Woohoo! Let's go. It has been a journey from the beginning to the end, and I'll put some clips of like different videos and how I've gotten better, and just it's crazy. And maybe you know what I'll do is at the beginning of this video there was probably you saw at the beginning of the video where it was like, oh, this is the first video I made. That was insane. That was over a year ago, a year and a half now. Time flies when you're having fun, and I've really enjoyed making these videos. Already got 100 down, almost working on the next 100 now, so it's awesome. So guys, in this video we're gonna talk about the top things that I've learned after making 100 YouTube videos, and also we're gonna go over some stuff that's gonna happen in the future and has already happened, some video ideas and some stuff I'm working on, and I'm just excited to go over everything. So let's jump into this video. Let's go, guys. You guys may remember that I did a video, what I learned after making 50 YouTube videos. That was a great video, go check it out if you've not seen it yet. Obviously I've grown and learned from that point, and here we are today. We're gonna go over the top 3 things that I learned after making 100 YouTube videos, and then we're gonna talk about some different video ideas and stuff that I wanna do in the future. The first thing that I'm continuing learning is just about the camera setups and the audio. So for example, there's a couple different things you need to do with the camera before you kind of set it up. What I was doing, I film on the Canon M50, I'll put a picture of it right here. I remember the first video I did where I was like, oh, I bought a new camera. So that was a really cool video. Go check that out if you have not. In that video, we unboxed it and all that fun stuff. When I first got the camera out of the box, I just do it on audio, and I was like, okay, all the settings and stuff, and I didn't know anything. And I didn't even know the angles or anything. I was like, all right, let's press record. That was it. That was the extent of it. I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing, but let's do it. And also, we'll go through the progression of what I came from to where I'm at now. Let's go through the progression of where I was to where I'm at now, camera-wise. I started out with an iPhone 8 Plus. Dang, that was my old phone. Then I ended up getting a new phone. I got the iPhone 12 Pro Max. I'll just put pictures up right there. So I went from the 8 Plus to the 12 Pro Max. As many of you know, Apple cameras are insane. They're such high quality. And then I got a Canon. So a Canon M50, that's what I'm recording on now, which is a big jump even from the iPhone 12 Pro Max. As I've gotten better with cameras, I started learning about the settings. I have a really good friend who's an expert at this stuff. You know who you are, and he's helped me along the way of just being like, okay, this is what you need to do. He talked about the camera angle, because what I was doing in past videos is I would be recording from the top, so I'd be recording from high to low, and now I'm kind of recording at eye level, because a lot of people have realized that, and they're like, hey Matt, it'd be cool if you kind of did the eye level thing instead of trying to record yourself from above. So I learned that, and I started using a tripod. And it's so funny. It's kind of, I don't know if I've mentioned this story before, but I remember, during COVID and the quarantine and everything, my dad bought a tripod because he was doing stuff for his work, because everybody was online and the videos and stuff. And every day I'd keep walking by it, and I'm like, dang, why is this here? And he's like, well, I'm doing videos or whatever for his work. And we filmed a couple, or I helped him. And after I helped him film some stuff, I kept thinking to him, I'm like, wait, why don't I try to film some stuff? And literally, I've been talking about doing it for years, and I was like, dang, I should just do this. So I just ended up one day, I was like, let's try it. So I just got my phone and started recording, and you know, all that fun stuff. And there was this little white piece, the little connector for the mic to the actual my phone camera. I'll put it up, like a little picture of it. And I needed that, so I went out to like 3 different stores. I couldn't find it, and I finally went to this place called Supertech, and I bought it there. And I needed that little connector to actually start because I needed the audio, because you have to have a boom mic. You don't have to have a boom mic, but like it's better if you have a boom mic, just because like the audio quality is a lot, you know, crisper. And therefore I went and got that little connector piece, and then I bought it. And then the other cool thing is there's different microphones. There's like a boom mic, then you have the podcast style mic, then you have the lapel mic. So there's all these different types of mics that I've been learning about too, which has been, you know, instrumentally helpful, because I'm like, I don't know anything about mics or audio or whatever. And I'm just grateful I had people in my life that, you know, were like, oh, you know, I'll help you, I'll teach you. So I just kind of learned from them, and I was like, okay, this is a lapel mic, this is a boom mic, this is all these different type of mics, you know, the podcast mics that you guys see in other people's videos, so that's kind of cool. So lots of cool different opportunities there, and I kind of learned about the mics, the audio, you know, the different settings on a camera. So that's been really helpful with the YouTube videos. So, you know, pretty excited about all that stuff. So that was kind of the first main thing I learned. The next thing I learned was just creating script. Creating scripts is kind of a pain in the butt. This process consists of actually doing a group of scripts before you start filming videos, because you can't just go into it and be like, well, you know, I'm gonna do this topic, this topic, this topic, and think you're talking to me in your head. So therefore, you know, I do scripts every single video. Because without them, it's like your roadmap to success. Where you're gonna start, where you're gonna finish, what's gonna be the meat of the video, what's gonna be the content, all that fun stuff. Scripts are so important. I've learned a lot about the scripts. And this is the same thing in like making a movie, making a TV show, you know, making whatever you're doing in life, is you wanna have a script to kind of follow, to be like, all right, this is where we're going to start, this is where we're gonna end, this is, you know, the things we're gonna do. So scripts are a big major player in YouTube, because you gotta have them. And if you guys remember, if you guys came from the beginning, I used to print the scripts out and kind of put them in the background, but I kind of got to the point where I figured out like that's efficient and you're wasting paper, and it's not good just to, you know, keep doing that. So I figured out you put on the computer and you kind of memorize them, and you can look over every once in a while and kind of go from there. But you know, scripts are a huge part of being a YouTuber, and if you can learn how to screenwrite, and you learn how to organize, and you learn how to do an outline, it's so important. Because remember, when we were in school, we did essay outlines, you know, for papers and for projects and, you know, whatever. And this is the same type of thing. You do an outline, you create the actual script, and then you can execute it. You know, it's simple and straightforward, so I enjoy doing that. And I enjoy writing. It's an interesting exercise, kind of get your mind in a different place, and just let you kind of be free and just say, you know, whatever you want, and create, you know, content and scripts for the actual videos. Number 2 is creating scripts. So number 3 is just content creation on the back end. So after you actually film the video, then you have to edit the video. I've learned more about editing. Then after that, you actually have to put the video up on YouTube. So you have to upload it to YouTube, which takes a long time. And then after you upload it to YouTube, you have to do the front end and back end work of the video. So you have to do the thumbnail, the title, you know, all the questions YouTube asks. Then you have to schedule it. Then you have to do the ending credits. It's a whole process. And I've learned how to do it, and I'm excited to, you know, get better at it, because I can always get better, always room for improvement. But I'm excited where I'm at, and I'm excited where I'm going. So that's kind of number 3, is just creating all the different aspects on YouTube besides just filming and turn on the camera, because that's just one part of it. And it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to be a YouTuber. I've spent countless hours filming, editing, uploading, back work, front end, thumbnails, everything. So much work, and I love it. I actually genuinely love it. If this channel, you know, doesn't become this huge success, like that's okay, because I learned a lot, and I'm becoming the person that I want to become for my next ventures and for the future of my life. And I can also look back on these YouTube videos, I'm 55 years old, and be like, wow, look where I've started, look where I've come, and it'll be kind of cool. It's just kind of like a modern day time capsule. YouTube's like a modern day time capsule. It's such a cool experience, and I'm so grateful I got the opportunity to be able to create these videos, and I have the time, and I'm, you know, able to do it, because it's just all about gratitude. And I always talk about that gratitude too. I talk about that on my Instagram a lot, but just gratitude for being able to have the at-bat. If you could just be so grateful that you get the at-bat, that you're alive, and say, okay, I get to swing at the ball. I get to try something. I get to fail. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful opportunity that we have, and we have the at-bat. And I'm so grateful I have the at-bat to do YouTube. I'm so grateful I have the at-bat to do school and work and all the other things I'm doing. It's just amazing. Life is like a bunch of marathons. You start a marathon, then you finish a marathon, you get a little break, then you start another marathon. So it's definitely journey over destination. Always, I talk about that a little bit, past videos and all that fun stuff. But journey over destination, I had a blast doing this, and I'm excited to keep going and just play it all the way through and see what happens. And like I said, if YouTube doesn't work out for me, that's okay. I've accepted that and I'm doing it for fun, and we'll move on from there. I think one of the other biggest lessons I've learned is to try not to make every video better than the last one, but just try to gradually improve over time and just get a little bit better over time instead of trying to get better every video. Because small increments are better than actual improvement every time because it's more sustainable over long term. So I just thought that was kind of cool. All right guys, and then lastly, we're gonna talk about some other things that I wanna do on this channel, including more vlogs. I did my first one at Barrett Jackson. That was amazing, we had a blast. Didn't know what I was doing, but we figured it out. It was pretty fun. So I wanna do more vlogs. I wanna do more travel content because I'm gonna be traveling a little bit this year, so I wanna do that. And then also, if I go to like a Suns game, I wanna do that. Here's a little clip. We went to the Suns game, and I was debating on putting it in or not, but we tried to make a vlog, but it just didn't work out. Tried to do a vlog for next game, and then travel content, and then interviews. I'd love to do interviews soon. So we're gonna do it with friends and family and coworkers and colleagues and all that fun stuff. Try to get, bigger guests as the channel grows. So that'd be really, really cool to do that, because I'd love to do interview style videos. I think those would be so cool and so much fun, and bringing other people on the channel. Like I said, Barrett Jackson was the first time I had other people besides me on the channel. It was a big step. We have some other goodies, a couple other videos coming where people are gonna be in them. So I got you guys, different content. We're gonna switch it up. But I'm excited to do more vlogs. I'm excited to do travel content. I'm excited to do interviews. I'm excited to do Lego builds. I don't know if Lego builds come out yet, but we're doing that too. So we got all different types of content coming up, and it's I just don't want to just be like a one-trick pony, like do different verticals and vertical integration through all of the different types of content into my channel, and we're gonna relate it all back to health, wealth, love, and happiness like we do every single time. All right guys, so those are the main 3 things that I've learned, and then those are the couple things that I want to do for future videos on this channel, so I'm really excited about that. All right guys, remember to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, do all that fun stuff for me. I very much appreciate every single one of you guys. Love all of you guys. I'm so grateful just to be able to, have the at-bat to actually do this. So it's awesome. It's awesome. All right, guys, remember, follow me on Instagram. The link's down below. Go check me out over there. Join the family. And all right, guys, that's all for today's video. Remember to continually work to become the best version of yourself. And we'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.